Thank you. Frame 5, Ben Woollaston to break.
Ben Woollaston breaks off, 3 down with 4 to play. Of course, that should be 2 down with 3 to play. But either way, he's up against it, not least because of his inability to produce his normal form.
One.
Sometimes though, when a match is nearly gone, it seems to release the player and he just relaxes into it a bit. Maybe that will happen for Woollaston this time.
Four.
Pretty good shot that, the rest.
Five. Twelve. 13. $20. 21.
Now he's going to have to play some sort of cannon. The angle he's got in the black. The red is almost directly above the black. He'd love to stun into that one hard. That'll release. That's what he's done. That'll release the reds. That was a good shot. Did that well.
28. $29.
As you said, Clive, perhaps he's at the point of no return. He's relaxed a little bit. Seems to be a lot freer around the table. Hitting the ball with a bit more authority.
36. 37.
This is already his highest break of the match.
Just could have done another couple of inches length on the cue ball to go back up for pink here.
45. $51. 52. $59. $60. Ben Woollaston, 60.
Just when he was within sight of winning the frame. For most of this evening, it's been impossible to visualise Murphy losing, but if he loses this frame, Woollaston would be only one behind, so there would be some sort of danger signal. Hit that ultra thin safety pretty well, but unfortunately the cue ball has crept on just the extra inch to leave Murphy a chance at this long red. In his first two matches, Murphy looked just about infallible at that type of shot.
Thank you.
Played with right of centre striking as he looked at it to straighten the cue ball up off the black cushion.
One.
Sweetly struck, long pot.
Seven. Eight.
So Woollaston is going to pull a frame back.
14. 15. 18. 19.
Woollaston made a 60 break in this frame. Let's polish it off with one or two crowd-pleasing shots.
25. Ben Woollaston 25 and the frame.
Woollaston kept Murphy scoreless throughout that frame and now trails only 3-2.
Sean Murphy to break.
It looked as if Sean Murphy was going to win easily, but he's lost 2 of the last 3 frames, so now leads only 3-2.
Good break off. Found a chance at this red. He can play for the black here. It's one of them. I think he has to get it because there's reds loose around the black. Shot.
1.
Good shot. He's going to have to go into the bunch. The 2 reds just above the black. Just play a soft screw into those. Leave the red to the left corner. Well played. Slightly hampered now in his cueing, but doesn't have to do a lot
8.
with the cue ball, just concentrate on the pot. Because if he leaves himself high in this black, nice angle to go into the bunch possibly.
9.
Maybe not the angle this time, but there's a red. He'll play for the red to the left corner this time, just follow through of the cushion. All of a sudden, Clive, it's getting quite interesting this match.
16.
Well, the way the first couple of frames went, you would never have imagined Woollaston would be back in with a shout, but he certainly picked up form and picked up confidence.
$17.
Looking at the bunch here. He's got quite the perfect angle in the black. Here's looking where he has to make contact with the bunch. Topspin, maybe a touch of right hand side. He's done nothing that's a little bit unlucky, because he hit them pretty well.
24.
Good recovery.
25. $32. $33.
Now, you've got the angle. You have to go follow through of 2 cushions here to go into the bunch. Well, obviously the back red goes to the right corner.
38.
Now you see it.
$39.
He's either under hit that or he's got a bad contact. This black is now missable. Because he might have travelled further, he could have gone into the bunch with a bit more pace. Now he's really just got to concentrate on the pot.
Ben Woollaston, 39.
.39 lead, but he'll be disappointed that that break's ended. He was starting to look good there, Ben Woollaston.
One.
Murphy needs to respond though. He doesn't want this match to go to a deciding 7th frame.
Seven. Sean Murphy, 7.
Well, is he feeling a modicum of pressure?
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know why it was, but just tonight I just had a funny feeling this was going to be a tough match for Sean Murphy. I mean, it's not as if Ben Woollaston's played well to get to 3-2. Murphy's given him lots of chances. His concentration and focus since that first frame when he didn't win in one visit has been nowhere.
Six. Seven.
Oh dear.
Ben Woollaston, 7.
Just when he was within sight of levelling the match.
One.
Murphy tried to knock another red into a better position, assuming that he would be on the pink no matter what.
Pink ball. Seven.
Still got a lot to do though. He doesn't look as capable of doing it as he did earlier in the week.
Sean Murphy, 7. Oh.
Woollaston still 32 in front. Screw on right hand side, checks the cue ball off the two cushions.
Seven. Eight.
So this is frame ball, barring snookers.
So he's stuck at it, Ben Woollaston. It's not been convincing snooker to get back to 3-3, but that's what's going to happen.
Ben Woollaston, 19.
I think the main factor has been that Woollaston has managed to loosen up. But he really should have made sure of that red. Murphy needs a couple of snookers.
One.
But he should have really put that frame to bed.
Yeah, if I was Murphy, I wouldn't be playing for these snookers. I'd concede. Well, he will do now. Just get out the arena.
One.
Get your thoughts together. Get your focus back for this final frame.
Frame conceded. Frame, Ben Woollaston.
So, against all expectations an hour ago, the score is 3-all, and everything depends on the 7th frame decider.
Starting frame, Ben Woollaston to break.
Well, they mishit that break, Ben Woollaston. I'll be very happy with the result. This is not straightforward to get safe. He may have to play the two cushion, escape glancing off this red on the left hand side of the table, try and get the cue ball back up to bulk. He's got to play, just caught it too thick. So first chance. That's what he'd be thinking in his chair when Sean was out, Ben Woollaston, saying, just give me a chance in this last frame. I'm afraid that was a twitch.
Earlier in the week, he was potting virtually every one of those, and tonight he's just missing.
One.
Didn't want the cannon on the green.
It's obviously hard to see from here as if he's on the yellow, but if he is, Tell you what, he's got a decent chance to come off the left-hand side cushion into the bunch. Bottom of the cue ball, left-hand side. It's a very aggressive shot. I've seen Barry Hawkins play this kind of shot off the brown last night. That's what he's played. Oh no.
Foul. Ben
And
Woollaston
worse
1.
still, he's left it
Four.
right to the left corner.
Sean Murphy.
It's very unlucky. I suppose looking back, being hypercritical, Clive, you could say that plant was on, but he never meant to make contact with him there. He meant to catch the bunch in the main part of it.
Wouldn't have been so bad if he hadn't left Murphy an easy starter.
One. Eight. Nine.
That was an excellent shot.
16.
I mean, not one single red on the cushion. All the colours still in the open. I mean, he's not perfect on this red, but it's about the best result you could get going into the bunch. No.
Sean Murphy. 16.
Oh, Ben, what a chance.
Well, Murphy seems quite bemused at his mistakes. But you did say at the start of the evening, Stephen, that it's very unusual for somebody to go storming through the tournament without at least one crisis. And
What?
this is a crisis for Murphy. Indeed, if Woollaston can hold himself together, he might not get another shot while the match is still live.
Yeah, big test of Ben Woollaston's character here.
7. Eight. Thirteen.
I mean,
14.
what an opportunity to get to the semi-final and maybe even go to the final. We spoke to Mark Allen earlier and he was saying how low in confidence he was. So, what a chance. As he lost that cue ball, where's the black going? Black was not potted in the middle of the pocket.
21.
I think he's okay. Asking for the black to be respotted again. It looks from there that it's potable. From our view, it looks like he can clearly get through to this red. Sometimes, Clive, when you hit a shot badly and you almost miss it, you get away with it. Sometimes it sharpens your mind, your concentration. That, well, I'm not going to let that happen again. So I got away with that one. Good shot.
29.
Well, if he does go on to lose this match, he'll feel inside he's thrown away a tournament the way he was playing.
$30.
It's just getting a bit trickier. I think if he just leaves the cue ball where the pink is, the two reds in the middle of the table, the left-hand side one, he can pot to the left corner. Well, he might have to use the rest, but it's the easiest shot to get on. This is missable in this pressure situation.
36.
Normally these are missed thick. There you go.
Ben Woollaston, 36.
That was very snatchy. I think he should have played for the other red there, Clive. That was always going to be a tricky one.
Well, he was nowhere near the pot in the end. So Murphy comes to the table only 17 behind. He can do without noises off like that.
One. Ground ball. Five.
This is where big match, big occasion experience counts.
6.
He doesn't want to be dead straight on this blue. He's got down quick, so he must have a slight angle. Yep. The two reds that are together, they both pot to the left
11.
middle. So a decent angle on the pink or black. It's not a problem really to get on that shot. At this stage, you've seen both these players, anything's missable.
$12. $18.
I think he played for one of those reds to the left centre, but he's not played a good shot. So we're going to have to take this red to left corner. And that's not
90.
good. This needs good cueing if he's going all around the table.
Foul. Sean Murphy, 19.
Last 2 or 3 shots, he just never had the
5,
cue ball in
Ben
control,
Woollaston.
did he, Clive?
No, he didn't, and he didn't really seem to have the angle to get round the table to get on one of the 2 reds to left middle.
Tricky safety, this. Because he's got to avoid a double kiss on a red, and there's also all the colours to avoid as well if he's going to try and bring the cue ball back to baulk, and that's why he's putting Sean in. It's a tricky shot. Excellent. There was lots that could happen in that shot, lots of colours to avoid, and worked that out very well. Is that the match-winning shot? And this is a good reply. This is a very good reply. Excellent shot from Ben Woollaston.
Thank you. Foul, and a miss. Ben Woollaston, 5.
Not a free ball.
Back.
Well, he's putting it back, but I must admit I'd be tempted to have Sean play from where he is. It's such a tough shot, playing from over the brown. I suppose Sean's got the problem not only hitting a red, but getting it safe.
Can you put it off me?
Just a short conference
Just a tiny bit more.
about where the cue ball exactly was.
I thought for a split second Ben was going to touch the cue ball there. He's not allowed to. His wife's a referee, so
Yeah.
I guess he knows the rules, Clive. Well, this is a pot, but it's a smelly one. It's into a blind pocket. the speed you play it at, I think. Well, he's aiming down, so maybe he's playing it a bit firmer, because you normally play this slow, you leave it over the pocket if you miss it. There's always the danger. He'll be disappointed if that was his last shot, because he's had a golden chance. Well, actually 2 or 3 in this frame, and normally you only hope for 1. Well, is he going to get another one? Because this red is certainly missable.
6.
Murphy intended to clip that red direct rather than via the cushion. His potting held up though.
Yeah, that was a great pot. Played very positively as well.
Well. 14.
Green, brown, blue, and Murphy is in the semi-finals.
$17. $21.
Would have liked match ball a little bit easier than this.
Sean Murphy, 21.
Poor shot from the brown, has to be said.
Well, what a turn of events. Good idea to put the blue next to the black, hoping that Murphy would move it. But it wasn't quite close enough to it. Woollaston needs blue, pink and black.
Well, he's had a bit of fortune there, Sean. Thought for all the world Ben was going to have a pot at this blue. I mean, it still goes, but I think to get to the pink, you've got to play it with right hand side, running side off 3 cushions to get to the pink. The safety shot's not easy either. The blue cuts to the right centre, but you've got to be careful where the pink goes.
Safely in. Up to 3-1 Murphy. The match was no great shakes, but then Woollaston started to play a bit. Made it 3-all, and has had his chances in this decider.
Sean Murphy, 5.
But unless Woollaston can get a snooker with only pink and black remaining, it's going to be Murphy through to the semi-finals to play Mark Allen. good attempt to move the black, which he had to do to give himself a chance of laying a snooker. Can't do much with this. Just make sure you don't leave the pink potable. Just keep the pink out, hope for a chance to move the black later. That's all he can do.
Thank you.
And that is it.
Sean Murphy.
When Murphy was 3-1 up, it looked as if he was going to win comfortably, but in the end it was anything but comfortable. It required a very tense decider before Murphy came through by 4 frames to 3.
Well, there we go. He perfected the art of living dangerously here in Manchester, finally closing out a nervy 7th frame decider to beat Ben Woollaston 4-3. So here's a full roundup of today's quarter-final results. Barry Hawkins beat Ding Junhui 4-2, a really solid performance from the Hawk. Then Ricky Walden stepped up his game and ended Ali Carter's run here in Manchester. That one finished 4-1. Pretty scrappy affair. Mark Allen, in his own words, played below his best, but he still battled through against Mike Dunn 4-1. And in our final quarter-final, Sean Murphy held off that challenge of Ben Woollaston. That was his 8th match in a row, 8th win in a row here on ITV. This is a man, Sean Murphy, who said, I never win on ITV, and you can't do anything but win at the moment.
To be fair, though, my record is suspect on ITV over the last few years.
Not anymore, it's not.
It is questionable at best.
The look on your face at the end of that match kind of said it all. You sort of looked ruefully at Ben Woollaston because it was in the balance. It could have gone either way, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Ben's a great lad and a great player, and, you know, I hope he takes this in the right way, as it's meant. You know, he had me beaten there. You know, I was out of the match, out of the tournament there, because he had a great chance to win in the last frame. And, you know, if he doesn't miss the red stretching over in the left-hand corner pocket, then I'm not sat here, I'm, you know, doing something else.
When you went out before that final frame decider for a bit of time, obviously just to collect your thoughts, what was going on in your mind at that time?
Oh, you're just trying to remember all the things you taught, aren't you, about, you know, focusing on the next shot and not thinking about the score, and, you know, all of those things that sports psychologists teach you. But are so difficult to do as well, and just to go out and play every shot as if it means nothing, and it's so straightforward but so difficult.
I think, to be honest, at 3-3 he looked slightly stronger. He was playing better. I know he won 2 frames in a row, but you seem to have lost your game. And when you've been playing so well, as you have been, last night I thought you played brilliantly, it's quite difficult when you lose it to get it back. It just goes, it doesn't just come back quickly.
No, I found it very difficult tonight, and I'm looking at the stats there. I can see I had an 84% pot success rate. You know, that's probably a good 10% less than it was last night. And, you know, I found it very, very difficult to control the balls on the new cloth. you know, I didn't adapt my strike to the way the balls were moving around the table, and without going too technical, I found that very difficult to adapt my shots, and I missed some shots by a country mile.
Well, in the decider, you didn't miss quite as many towards the end. We're going to show you the end of the last frame because that's where it all really happened. I thought you'd get this. I mean, the actual next thread that followed, I thought was the toughest shot because you played the cannon on the blue, didn't work out all that well. Yeah. This is an awkward angle, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very difficult. It's a shot Chris and I practice a lot, those cueing off the cushions into the blind pockets. It's nice to know how to play a shot under pressure, you know, you're not guessing how to do it.
What about this? Is it a screwing off into the right middle?
It was perfect angle to screw into the middle pocket, and last second you're just thinking, don't go enough. I thought I'd potted the blue when I hit it. When it hit the knuckle, I was as surprised as anybody. I couldn't believe it didn't go in. Those middle pockets have always been there. Those knuckles have always been there, though.
You said last night, you know, when you were playing, the pockets were like buckets last night, and
this one struggled in as well, by the way, near jaw.
That was near jaw. That's, you know, it's in, but it's just in, isn't it? And last night I didn't think I could miss, and tonight, well, you know, I'm not sure what my long pot stats were, but they were awful.
Well, when you were in the zone last night, we were asking you, how does that happen? If you could bottle that, you know, it would be a very potent thing to have on the market. Yeah. We've got Mark Allen up in the tomorrow's semi-final. Mark himself came in here and said he hadn't played his best today. You know, he was unhappy with the way he played against Mike Dunn, but he got through, and that's the important thing, isn't it? Absolutely,
and like I say, without going on about it too much, and as I say, without going too technical, the only thing that's really changed overnight is the cloth. The table has been recovered, and with new balls and new cloth, and you know, when you're shaping the ball as most of us are, it's very, very difficult to know what's going to happen. We're not allowed the opportunity to get out and warm up on the table. They don't recover the practice tables the same, so it's guesswork.
Well, you'll be ready for it tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, listen, thank you very much indeed, Sean. We will see you tomorrow in the semi-final.